How you doing, guys? All right. Call me Mr. Sales. All right. A little introduction on myself. Dealt with TRUECAR value a whole lot. A lot of time with them. I've bought about 4 cars in the past 3 years. I know it sounds crazy, but couldn't make up my mind on what I actually wanted. So it was pretty much two challenges back to back. 2010, 2012, and then a 2000. Then I had bought a 2014 Charger after that. And so for the first vehicle, I didn't use TRUECAR value, but for the last 3, I used TRUECAR value. Pretty amazing program. But again, to give you a little more just on me, I've done 3 years of sales through the military, selling the military in general, and it was a fun actual thing to learn and stuff like that. And after doing that amount of time, it actually helped me out with doing other types of sales, like buying cars and stuff like that. So TRUECAR is an amazing program. It is amazing, and yes, it does work. But you got to be very careful though. Make sure when you buy these vehicles, you get the detailed information on when you buy these vehicles, because they'll give you a printout. It might look something like this, okay? But they might not mention everything actually on that particular paperwork. All right, trade-in value if you're doing trade-ins. If they add options in there, services, taxes, document fees, small abandonment fees. I'm out here in California, so you got to be very careful with the bill of sale. This is not the type of one they'll give you something like a quick paper, and it may just have on here the bottom line of how much you're paying, and it doesn't really cover everything that's in the actual purchase of the vehicle. You got to be careful with that, because that's where they'll try to get you. So you may get a vehicle on TRUECAR value that says 30,000, but it's 30,000 to buy it straight out, but TRUECAR value have it down to like 27 or 26, which is awesome price. But then the dealership will add in their nonsense fees to bring it back up to the 30,000, and you think it's okay because they said, well, we got to add this fee in there, we got to add this fee in there. That's not true. So with that said, go on my little spill about it. So yes, TRUECAR value is an amazing program. It is awesome, but print that out or bring your smartphone. But also you need to, when you get that when they're actually starting to do the numbers, don't have them write down a number. Have them show you how they came up to that number. Okay. Matter of fact, if I were you, I'd walk in there without the TRUECAR value and ask for that particular vehicle and ask them what incentives they have in place. Okay. And then from there, cool, sounds good. Then show them the TRUECAR value. Make sure you write down that incentive, and then take that incentive off the TRUECAR value and be like, hey, listen, you didn't mention that. Here it is. And then so you may, so that 25,000 you had to pay because they brought it down, it may be cheaper than that, because the TRUECAR value be 25,000, maybe $2 grand off that. So, all right. So as far as when you're buying a vehicle, pretty much you need to research. Pretty much research what you're looking for. Okay, you need to research that. All right. You're researching needs. Okay, what you need in that vehicle, not wants. You notice I X'd out the wants. Okay, I did that for a reason, because wants are something you want, but do you really need it? All right, are you willing to pay extra $2,500 for a nice sound system? We can go pay for one maybe $500-600 from somebody down the street. Okay, so it's a lot cheaper if you go to, like, maybe, I mean, Best Buy can be expensive, but you can also find websites to buy things online. All right, so what I did was before I bought my vehicle, and every time I bought a vehicle, I got better and better at it. I sit down and I did like a little chart, and I wrote my wants and my needs. So, I mean, of course, everybody wants the navigation or tinted windows or the rims that come with the vehicle, so you don't have to touch it. But those are wants. You don't really need it. You can always have a GPS, or people use their phones for everything nowadays. But needs are very important. Good on gas, space to be able to put your family in there, depending on how many family members you have, and price range. Be smart with your purchase as far as price goes, because you want to make sure you can afford that vehicle. You're not putting yourself in a situation. All right, this is another big one. Okay, know how much you want to pay. Okay, knowing how much you want to pay is very important. Okay, example, if you walk in there and you just know you want, I'll give you an example, you want that new Challenger, the 2015 Challenger. It's gonna be pretty nice when it comes out. You want that vehicle, but you don't know how much it is or how much you're willing to pay for it. I guarantee you they may have it listed at $30,000 or $32,000, but you probably could get it for $26,000, $27,000. But you got to go in there with that firm price already in your head, so they can baby step you down into that price. But if you go in there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna pay 30 grand for this, but it'll probably push you up 32, 33. So know how much you want to pay for that particular vehicle, okay? So how much you can afford. And there's always incentives that they can find. I promise you, there's always some kind of crazy incentive that they can find. And always that, remember, at the end of the day, after you purchase that vehicle, they may, once they get it down to that price, they can also add things in there like free oil changes, car washes, waxing, things like that. That doesn't cost the dealership anything. They don't tell you that part, but it's free. They own the dealership. That's something they can give to you free. This is probably the most important part of anything I've done sales. As a salesman or as somebody buying something, people always forget these things. It's really important. Always control the sale, okay? When I say that is, don't let this seller guy take you off to the corner and have you looking at something you never came there originally to buy. You know what you want, and if they don't have it, then you leave. I guarantee you they can find it. But if they're not willing to take the time out to actually look for you, then there's no reason to have that particular vehicle, okay? So always control the sale. Again, if you know you got a firm price of what you want to pay for it, and you know you can get it for that price, it should be where you should get it, then stick with it. You might get them even lower than that. So that's my take on TRUECAR Value. It's an amazing program. But again, make sure you go in there with what you're looking for. You can print, I've seen these things, you can actually print out online now. It's awesome. So you don't have to go to the dealership to get these things. You can look at the whole inventory online. And then you can match the TRUECAR value, so you automatically know how much you got it down for. I got a Ford Fusion hybrid. It's amazing. I wanted something really good on gas. I was getting tired of the Charger running me down. I mean, it's charging like almost $600 a month in gas. So I got this hybrid. And of course, with this hybrid, it says what, $29,000. You probably can't see it, but it's $29,000 out the door. I mean, this is how much I paid for the car. It's not everything thrown in there, but we're just paying for this vehicle. I paid around about $22,000, $23,000 for this vehicle. Okay. That's an amazing price for a brand new hybrid in general. A lot of people say you spend a lot of money on hybrids, but this was really a price on this particular one. I'm not saying that was really a dealership. I dealt with a dealership before that, and this is how you know when you're getting under the skin, when they refuse to show you the price or tell them you want to think about it, and then they'll take the paperwork, and then when they get to you, I actually had that happen to me here. I wish I could remember the name of the dealership that did that to me. But they did that to me, so be very careful with those type of dealerships. If you see that happening, immediately get out of there, because they're trying to cheat you out of your money. So be very careful. Alright, as far as questions, please subscribe to my channel. I know I don't have many videos posted, but I will be working on that to get some more videos posted on as far as sales goes, and I'm starting to work on my things go as far as recruiting, opening like a recruiting blog on as far as videos goes. Again, this is Mr. Sales checking out. Peace.